Why is it so many women struggle to create impact in the world through their business and maintain an abundant, juicy, rich life at the same time? The reason why we struggle to maintain this, or we struggle to build a business to a certain point, is because a lot of women have been carrying this energy I call breadwinner energy, and it's been silently running the show subconsciously. It's been silently blocking your business success. It's been blocking your abundance, and it's been blocking your ability to manage it all, to carry it all, to blend life, business, pleasure all into one. Not only that, it's also been costing you your peace. So to all of my high capacity women, my self-led women, my driven women, my women, the women who are expansive, creative, who are innovators, leaders, who are high up on the professional career chain, who want a lot, who do a lot, but feel that they can only do that or maintain that level at the cost of themselves, at the cost of something that they really, really want, like a really good relationship or a really good family life or pleasure, being happy, being content. There's always a sacrifice to the success. And there's an energy that so many high capacity women are carrying without them really knowing what it is. It silently blocks the business success, it blocks your happiness, it blocks your pleasure, it blocks your abundance, and it blocks your peace. And it blocks your ability to move up to the next level, the next wanting, the next reality that you want to create for yourself. And I call this energy breadwinner energy. And it's an energy that you don't even realize is even existing. It feels like strength. It feels like being responsible. It feels like you're doing the right thing. It feels like what you're supposed to do. It feels like something that you've seen all the other women do it before you do. And this is just what women do. But underneath all of that is depletion, is self-abandonment, self-sacrifice, and exhaustion. And it's a pattern. And I see it a lot with high capacity women because they've seen the women before them go at a certain pace. They've seen the women before them do things in a certain way. There's a belief system there that in order to be successful, it needs to come at the cost of your pleasure. It needs to come from exhaustion. It needs to come from depletion. You can't have happiness, pleasure, and be successful at the same time. Breadwinner energy is an energy that you didn't know existed. It's that responsibility that you take on. It's the uncomfortableness of delegating things or allowing someone to step in and lead. It's the uncomfortableness of feeling safe where someone else is in charge. It's that sense of responsibility that you carry for everyone else, for your family. Even if you've got a partner, you assume the role of leadership. And it's not because your partner isn't up to it. It's just because that's how you've seen women do it. You've seen women be the matriarchs of the family. They have been the matriarchs. They have been the women where everyone goes to, who everyone goes to, who people go to for advice, who everyone goes to for leadership. They sit at the top of the food chain. It's often like the grandma, the nan, at the top, especially in African American black families. It's often the matriarch, the grandmother of the family, and she's got all these grandkids and children, and everyone goes to her or to her home. She assumes responsibility for the family, and you hear stories about her, of how she's done amazing things and how she started this business or she did this career, and she did it all while having 9 children at the same time. And you've seen her work hard, and she works in the day. You've heard her, her stories about how she used to work in the day and she used to come home and she used to cook from scratch, putting us younger ones to shame, but cook from scratch. You hear these stories of our grandparents and how much they've done and how much they've achieved, is particularly the females, and how they've done it as sometimes being single and being left to raise children on their own, and they've still managed to fight, they've still managed to take care of everyone, to put, you know, their kids in a certain school, or they've managed to take them abroad. These are the things that I've grown up with, that I've seen. I've only seen strong black females in my life, in my family. That's what I know. And yes, that's alongside males, but the females in my family are the matriarchs. They are the wisdom. They are the strength. They are the backbone of the family. And as much as that's admirable, I believe that is then passed on to the other generations of the family. If that's all you've known, that's all you've seen, you've just seen women carry it all. You've seen women assume the leadership position. You've seen women feel that they need to do it all. You know, you've seen women find it hard to delegate because I can do it better. You know, you have that, you've seen that, oh, I might as well just do it myself. Oh, no one can do it as good as me. You know, you've got your way and no one can do it as good as you. But then what I've seen then is, because there is no space created for someone to step in and help, or you haven't created safety in the nervous system to say, hey, let me delegate this out. Everything always falls on your head. Everything always falls, the responsibility always falls on you. You feel responsible for everyone else. And not only that, I feel like the direction of the family, where we're going to live, how we're going to pay the bills, who's going to pay the bills, how is the bills going to be paid, what we're going to be eating, what is the house going to look like, where we're going to go on holiday. All of these decisions around the family, the kids, the leadership of the family is always what I've seen on the woman's head. That's all I've known. But what I've realized over the years, as I've done my inner work, I've looked at myself, I've looked at what is working and what is not working in my life, and I've realized that I've had this program underneath running the show, and it's this leadership, it's this masculine role, it's this, I can do this, I want to do this, I can do it on my own, I don't need any help. But what I've realized is it comes at the sacrifice of my own happiness and my pleasure. And as much as I wanted to create amazing things in my life, I wanted to create amazing businesses, I wanted to live this wonderful lifestyle, I always did it in a way where it was hard, it was hustle, it was grind, it was, okay, well, I have to do it this way, I have to do it on my own, I have to get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I have to get this done, I have to manage the kids. So then it was like a lifestyle of work. It was work, kids, family. It was maintaining the home. It was maintaining the direction of the family. It was assuming the role of counselor, of cook, of financial advisor. All of the top positions you would assume, they was on me. And that happened because that's all I've known, that's all I've seen, that's all I know women to do. But the more I have looked into myself, the more that I've taken time to be more in tune with how I feel, the more I've looked at what works, what doesn't work for me, and how I really want to live my life, I realized I have to let go of this conditioning of this breadwinner energy. I have to let it go. I have to release that paradigm. I have to release that paradigm of doing it all myself. I have to release that paradigm of feeling guilty for delegating. I have to release the paradigm of people pleasing and not saying how I really feel, not speaking my truth, allowing people to take the mick with me, allowing people to dictate my feelings, because I don't speak up for myself, because I just get on with it. I don't speak about it. If something doesn't work out or hurts me, it's you swallow it and you carry on. You put a smile on it and you carry on, because that's what we do. We're strong, powerful women, and we can handle it all. But there comes a point where I see a lot of women get to that point where they're at burnout stage. They're aging, they're tired, and you see the men thriving. That's the big one for me. When I saw women of a certain age, and you know that they've carried a lot, you know they've put up with a lot, and they haven't spoke their truth and acted out of their truth, and you see the men next to them, their husbands or their partners, or you see the kids, and they're so happy and joyful and free and wonderful, and then you see the woman and you can see how much she's carried, how much she's stressed, how much she's put herself in a cage to please other people, to make sure that everyone else is good, and that's been at the sacrifice of herself. And I don't want to be that woman. And I don't want other high capacity women who've got brilliance to bring into the world to do the same thing. And what I want to say in terms of business, I have realized that this energy has affected the way I go about running my business or starting a business, because it puts a ceiling on what I'm capable of. And I found that this do it all, be it all, take responsibility for everything, this one woman show that I thought was a superpower, is actually, it was actually running to my detriment. And it wasn't until I realized, you know what, there's another way of doing things. You don't have to sacrifice your happiness, your pleasure, your energy, okay? Your mind, your sanity and your peace to start and run a business. Because that is why so many women just give up. Because you're thinking, how the heck can I run this business and continue to grow? How can I take on more staff? How can I take on more clients if I can't even get a good night's sleep? My kids are not eating. Okay, I'm not spending enough time with my partner. I don't spend any time with my friends, or my partner or my husband's moaning at me because I'm always working. Like, the main thing is, there is a way of starting and scaling a business where it doesn't cost you. And that's been key for me. And one of the things that I've learned to do more is to speak my truth. And I feel that a lot of us with the breadwinner energy running the show, we've obviously been conditioned to think that we're strong and we can handle things, and that you don't need to tell everyone how unhappy you are, or speak your unhappiness, or talk about it, or release it. We carry it in, and it causes, what happens is you feel that your feelings don't matter. You feel like who you are and what's important to you is not important. And you allow, what I've seen is you allow people to take the absolute pee with you, because, oh, it's fine, we'll just carry on regardless. It's okay. Oh, it's okay. No, we'll just carry on because I'm a strong, powerful woman. No, absolutely not. So one of the things I've learned to do now is to honor my feelings as a woman, to honor my feelings and say no when something doesn't work for me. When say no to a client if I need to say no. Tell the staff the truth. If something's not working for me, speak from my truth. And also another thing that I've incorporated more and I live by now is to make sure that I have time for myself, that I have time in pleasure. Because if I want to continue to flourish, be more abundant, if I want my business to grow and build momentum and I want to impact people, I have to be happy. I have to be happy, because if I'm not happy and I'm sad and I'm stressed and I'm depleted and I'm aged and I'm getting old and I'm getting wrinkles, the business is not going to survive. It's not going to do what it needs to do, because it's got nothing going into it. It's got no vibrancy going into it. And you're going to lose momentum, and you're going to lose passion, and you're going to lose drive. and you're not going to want to take it to the next level. So one thing that I do and make sure is that I make sure that I'm creating from my pleasure. And I say pleasure so much. And what I mean by pleasure is, what does your ideal lifestyle look like? What does your ideal day look like? What does your ideal business look like? If you could really wave a magic wand, what would it look like? I know for me, it's making sure that I have intentional mornings. It's making sure that I spend time with my thoughts in the morning. It's making sure that I do some movement in the mornings. Before, it would be up straight to work. It would be laptop, emails, speaking to staff. I wouldn't spend any time with my thoughts at all. I don't do that anymore. It's important that to me that I spend time with myself. It's important that I have days of the week where I just don't work at all. It's important to me that I honor the time that I'm on my cycle, because I just don't want to force it. I don't want to hustle through it. I want to honor it, and I want to spend time doing work at a slower pace. I want to honor myself, honor my hormones. Before, that would not happen because I'm a strong woman and I can handle it. Pop a paracetamol and off you go. I don't do that anymore. I do not do that anymore. I honor where I am in my cycle. And if I need to slow down, I prepare in advance and I slow down, and I do it without guilt. And I know there's so many women out there feel guilty that they're staring at their screens, their laptops, and they can't focus because they're obviously their body is saying slow down. It's time to just slow down, but they're like, no, you've got to carry on. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've still got emails to go through. I've got a client to speak to. Like, that's happened to me. Like, I've been so depleted and so gone, but I'll be pulling my eyes open and crashing out in the evening. And then my kids are like, Mum, what's happening? So I honor myself. I am the most important thing when it comes to my business. If I'm not good, my business is not good. If I'm not enjoying it, then my business is a waste of time. So for all of my high capacity women who want to create amazing things in the world, who want to create a business, who are in business but want to get to the next level, in order to get to the next level, we need to work through our inherited patterns. You are brilliant, you're amazing, you are driven. However, you have learned patterns that won't serve your 6-figure ideal version of yourself. You are carrying patterns that have put a ceiling on where you are right now. And until you release those patterns, until you address it, identify it, and work through it, you're going to keep going through the cycle of doing it all, of hustle grind. You're going to keep being unhappy. You're going to keep creating limitations on yourself. So for all my brilliant women out there, if you want some more information about how you can release these inherited patterns, how to identify whether these have been something that has been affecting you, I've put a link below with some information about how you can identify this for yourself. See if this has been something that's running in the background in your life, and what you can do to move forward to get your business going, or get your business from 5 to 6 figures. I've put together some information that may help you. Take a read, take a look, and see if there's something that, this kind of hit home, this kind of resonated with me. Maybe there's something that has been running the show for me. So have a look at the information. I put a link below, because breadwinner energy has been something that the women before us have needed to get where they've got to. And that's amazing. But now we're in a different generation, we're in a different time, and we've got other women that are going to come up after us, and we need to show them that you can achieve success without having to exist in that paradigm. We have to show them that you don't have to be stuck with that paradigm running the show. I'm going to continue to put out weekly videos where I talk about mindset, I talk about high capacity women, how they can shift to the 6-figure level with their business. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one.